Good afternoon from the Philippines. And I made a couple videos just lately. We were back over at the condo. Now, I explained there that the reason we actually bought that condo was as basically an escape vehicle from this place should they fill this last fish pond here. Because most of the fish ponds have now been filled, and according to Google Earth, it looks like there's maybe 50 warehouses. There were no warehouses here when we moved here almost 11 years ago. Yeah, you hear that? You see that truck over there? Okay, but we don't know how many warehouses there are because the Google Earth pictures are old. So there may now be 100 warehouses where there were just fish ponds. As you can see, they built all of these right up close to us. And when they were doing that, the dust from these, when the wind was right, our house would be covered with about an eighth of an inch of dust. And you couldn't be outside at all. Not at all. You had to be inside. And I feel sorry for anybody that didn't have air conditioning. As you can see, there's another dirt truck. But they're now starting, this is just this morning, back here against this building on the other side of this fish pond. They're starting to dump. Now, hopefully their intention is not to fill it in. Maybe they're doing some supporting things along that building. I really don't know, but there's another truck. Before, and this was for years, I would say 5 to 7 years, we had trucks in here. Mostly they'd start in the evening and run all night long until morning, until it started to get light, because these trucks weren't allowed on some of the roads during the daytime. But I would count 15, 20 trucks lined up, and of course they would honk, and when they were in line, wah, 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 wah. And then when they dump, the tailgate on it will go bam, 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 bam. And we honestly got pretty used to sleeping through that. But anyway, funny I mentioned it just in my last video or two over at the condo, because they just started to fill right opposite us. So that is the intention. I don't get wound up like I used to every time I hear a new truck or a new place they're filling in. But this does seem to be the last one. And we'll just see what happens. But we do have a place to go. And I'll tell you, if it starts to get bad here, we're on the road. And we'll leave some extra cat food for the stray cats with the neighbor. Unfortunately, that'll have to be the way it is, and little Fluffy will be loaded up along with us and have the condo life, which she will enjoy. Somebody's right here at my feet. Maud, how you doing this morning, Maud? I know, we wouldn't like to leave you either. I know. Yeah. This kid is just... everywhere I go, this cat follows me. Anyway, look here. There's 3 trucks on the way out. They're zooming, so we'll see. But I no longer get as upset as I used to. This was once paradise, and it turned into a parking lot. A noisy one.